I learned so much from the reserve forces. I spent a lot of time with different units, including Army Commandos, Royal Marine Reserve, and although I didn't go in operations, sadly, and I say sadly because I wanted to experience that, but all the different training that I did with the reserve forces, or the TA back then, as it was known, about leadership was, it wasn't the fact that I was leader when I was going away on weekends, because in the reserve forces we train on the weekends and we do. They still run operations, of course, but most of the time it's the one Tuesday a week, and then the weekends you go away. And it was really being being involved in the team, and having and knowing that we've all got different skills, but we balance it all together. And how you improve leadership in that process is the fact that that person might be in charge, your sergeant, or your the corporal, the section commander, and you're all sort of like looking after each other, and you appreciate the value of working together and knowing that you're going to get more done through good leadership, because I'm not going to do something that's going to hurt somebody else. I'm going to be on the lookout for my colleague, so that if we're in a situation where, in a training exercise, and we're weighing 5 or 6 hours before the enemy or pretend enemy is coming along, and I see one of my oppos and my friends, starts going down with hypothermia or something, or they start having shivers, it's looking after them. And the skills that you need as a good leader, I think, in today in life and business, is about looking after your team members and knowing when something's not quite right, because a good leader is not someone that's going to just be the winner and say, look, I'm the best at it all, because that kind of behaviour doesn't belong in the British Army. We're very good at working in a team, and it's only because of that, through team working, you can really learn a lot of skills to become a really good leader. And you don't have to be a leader to be a leader, if that makes sense. It's about, um, this sounds kind of strange, and someone like the British Army, empathy, and it's like, yeah, you need to look after yourself, but look after others as well. And you're not just a person that's operating. You're there as a team. So when you start to look at other people and look after them, and kind of care, and it's about professionalism. So we know how to look after ourselves in the field. So what I learned from the reserve forces in terms of leadership is how to operate as a team and think about other people, and that really helps and develops you as a leader, because you've got other people to think about. You're a leader for a reason. You're not a leader because you're first at running 10 miles and you always come first. It's really about, how well do you look after your team members, because having any leader title, I believe, is responsibility. So you've been put in there for a reason. Yeah. What's that reason? Where did you get your skills from? And I think that in society today, I think a lot more people should actually um, sign up and do the reserves or army cadet when they're young. And I think we've really lost that way about it. So for me, even though I didn't go in operations, all the different units that I belonged to, which is a lot of units over about a period of 10 years, I learned so much about working in a team and developing myself as a leader, so that, in a day life situation, if something did happen in what we call Civvy Street, or, anywhere really, I would have the capacity to deal with it, because I know that, how to treat people and how to work professional, and that's one of the skills that I think when a lot of squaddies leave the British Army, they don't realise that they have as well, which is another argument that, as a soldier, you've learnt to work with different team members, and now now you've got a capacity to kind of say, right, I'm on my own now, but you know what? I know how to work in a team. I know how to help people. I know how to bring out the best in people, and that's good leadership.